You're watching the AM show. It's just 23 minutes after 8. Tomorrow we're bringing you a special program, and I'm sure you've seen the promo by now. We're going to be inside Labone Apapa with our show tomorrow, because we're looking at the LEAP program. And, you know, on the more bigger notes, we're looking at how to bridge the gap, the inequality gap, you know, the poor and the rich. And it's a whole conversation. It's a series of conversation. We're beginning tomorrow at Labone Apapa. And the lady who's spearheading this whole project is my colleague, Emefa Atiamwa Eli Ewinam. Good morning.
Good morning, Mama.
Did mixing cultivation.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're talking bridging the inequality gap. If we say it's a series of conversations, please explain.
Okay, so this conversation started on the 17th of October, which was marked as the International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. So on that day, I suppose you remember very well, we're in Tulako, a pro-poor community in Ashaiman, where we engaged the residents about what they think matters to them most, that needs to be looked at properly, so that the talk and the fight against poverty among them would be fruitful. So that's just the first part, and this is supposed to be the second part. This time around, it's not just about the general talk about what do you need in terms of development projects, in terms of what to eat, in terms of what to wear, but we are looking at every aspect. So today, tomorrow, God willing, we'll be in Apapa, just as you have said. We'll be engaging. Tomorrow's show focuses especially on the LEAP program, which is one of the social intervention programs by government to make sure that the very poor in every community is well taken care of. I mean, they are alive, they live in dignity. So we want to assess this program. It's been on for almost 10 years. We want to see who are the real people behind the program. Experiences from beneficiaries. So that is what we look at addressing tomorrow at Apapa.
All right. Why are we going specifically to Apapa?
We are going specifically to Apapa because it is the nearest, let me say, beneficiary community. It is also a place where you would see the rich and the poor living side by side.
True.
So by pitching camp there, you wouldn't have to spend so much time looking for the best vocabulary to tell your viewers what exactly exists on the ground when you are talking about inequality. So if you join us tomorrow on the show, you should see on your screen what we are trying to say. As I said, at Apapa, when you go to Apapa, you realize that the kind of people living there, there's a sharp contrast between them and those living around Labone and cantonments. Obviously, they are not the same.
It's almost like it's just a wall. Like you jump over a wall and you are in Apapa.
Exactly.
You jump over a wall and you're in Labone.
Exactly.
So they're closely linked. Yeah. But I kind of get the picture because in one area, you know, you see really poor people who are struggling.
Yeah.
And in another sense, they're very comfortable people
and
living
you ask
their
yourself,
lives.
What is it? What is making these people live the way they are living? I'm talking about the rich, and what is making it difficult for those on the other side to also live the way the rich is living? Is it that the national resource is not being evenly distributed to them, or what really is the problem? So that is what this engagement seeks to address.
Okay, so all in all, we're also adding our voice because we're a big media house.
Precisely.
And tomorrow it's the Super Morning Show and the AM Show
and
together.
the AM Show together is going to be simulcast. So if you're listening on radio, it's going to be the same show, the same treatment. You hear the same voices, the same beneficiaries sharing the experiences. And the same applies to TV. If you're by your TV set and you're watching, you're going to see clear visuals. You're going to see the same authorities, people in government, people in the municipality, and the beneficiaries themselves telling their story as to how best to possibly extend some of these social services to more of the vulnerable in the society, and how to strengthen it if possible.
Okay. So you know, the bigger picture is we adding our voice also to
because already government has been doing a lot, development partners have also been a lot, have been doing a lot just to close the gap between the rich and the poor in terms of advocacy, in terms of putting concrete measures on the ground to be sure that everything, works out good.
Yeah, sure.
So as a media house, what we do best is to talk. That is what we are noted for. So we are adding to the advocacy, which is already ongoing.
So this program for us on the AM Show, it would start at 6 a.m.?
Yes, just as the time the show starts every day. So 6 we are live, TV, radio, online as well.
Okay. So what are we hoping, what do we want the viewers, the listeners, those who tune in tomorrow, what are we hoping that they will take away from the many conversations that we'll have on the ground?
Okay, so to those who are not so sure about what the program precisely LEAP is about, we hope that by the close of the day, you better appreciate the program. You would also get to know really what the criteria in terms of distribution, selection and distribution of the funds are. And then you also get the opportunity to see really what the contrast is when we are saying the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. So if you are in your corner somewhere, you might be also considering possible ways in your own way to contribute to this national discourse to make sure that we get an even, well, if I say an even ground, or better improve the living condition of the poor in society.
Okay, all right. So can people also join us on the ground tomorrow?
Yes, you can join. You are everywhere you are, as long as you are around the community. You can pass by. You are always welcome to give us your comments, whatever it is. You are welcome to share suggestions with us. It is open to all. It is open. Those on social media, you are free to share with us your comments on all our social media platforms. Internet everywhere. Okay.
Except that for us on television, it means that the show will end at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Instead of 9.
Yeah.
But it's for a good cause.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So from Labone Apapa, do we know where we'll go next?
We're working on that.
Okay. All right. Emma, tell us how people can reach you. If you can give an email address so that people can get in touch with you because of the particular conversations that we're having these days.
Okay, for now, all concerns can be addressed to JoyNewsroom, JoyNews@multitvworld.com.
Okay.
Or JoyNewsroom@myjoyonline.com.
Okay.
These email addresses are available. And yes, basically, that is fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Emma, in the absence of any other information that you want to give us, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We will see you tomorrow. Emma is the coordinator for tomorrow's program at Labone Apapa. We'll bring you conversations from there tomorrow on, inequality, bridging the gap, and we will talk to a lot of people on the ground. It will be exciting. It's a radio television broadcast, so that will be tomorrow from 6 to 10 a.m.